We are back. Are we back? Shit, I might have fucked that up. Yes! We are back now! Excellent. I did fuck it up, but only temporarily. I fixed it within a second. Yes, professional broadcasting right here. Just literally cream of the crop. Curse me, we probably should have restarted the Skype call as well. Okay, alright. We have Adam back. Adam, did anyone make you aware of the situation you're currently facing?
No, not exactly. I was just going to say goodnight to my son, and then I had to jet out for longer than anticipated. I apologize for that.
No, it's fine. Roll for initiative. You're under attack by an invisible stalker.
I did hear that part. I didn't hear initiative. All right. Here we go. It's a whopping 17.
So let's see here. Is not subject to an invisibility purge spell.
Because they're naturally invisible. Yeah. It was Delta Force is what I was trying to think of.
I wonder if the invisibility does work on invisible stalkers.
It should.
I think you can see them, but you can't get rid of their invisibility for anybody else. That's the only way, if I remember right, you can see them, but I'd have to go look it up to be sure.
Mario showed me scrolls today, and I'm like, you see me crying a little bit on the inside as I'm like, scroll money. That's the curse of being a wizard.
And I'm sitting here, combat caster, going, why don't I have to dispel magic? What the hell?
Well, evocation can be rather limiting in some ways.
Yeah.
And I think, dispel magic's probably either universal or abjuration, I would think. So, it's still invisible. I guess you could glitter dust it, which is, I'm sure, what's going to happen.
Yeah. I glitter dust everything, sir.
So you're, to be clear, Alaris, you're not actually inside the captain's cabin. You're behind Scourge at the wheel above the captain's cabin. And the invisible stalker is sailing towards you and Scourge. And you get to act first.
Sweet.
However, you can't see it.
Right.
You do have time to do things like shield other Scourge.
Well, did I hear
incoming.
Warning? Okay.
Oh yeah. I mean, you saw Maelstrom like cast spells out into the area between the two ships. So. Yeah.
Okay.
You know what's up.
All right. So, how far am I from Maelstrom exactly?
Well, he's at the top of the rigging, so he's at least 30 feet up and probably 40 feet over.
So, using my horrible math.
That's 30 squared plus 40 squared, square root of the sum. Boom. A squared, B squared, C squared. Pythagorean in this bitch.
And it's a whole lot easier than that because 3, 4, 5 is actually 50? The perfect Pythagorean triangle. So
that's true, 5. Yeah, so it would be 50 feet.
Okay. I'm just going to quickly count.
That might not check out exactly, because while 3, 4, 5 might be, I don't know that 30, 40, 50 is, but we'll find out.
So I'm going to move here because I can now
it's 50.
See,
yeah,
see Maelstrom and say, the blessing of Callistria is upon you. And I will cast it upon Maelstrom, myself, Scourge, Marcus. If I can see Marcus, I'm not sure if I can.
Yes.
Okay. Right there.
Are you all familiar with, or do you want me to throw the link in? I'll throw the link in. Blessing of Fervor.
That's
it's basically super haste.
Yeah. You get multiple choices.
That's why it's super haste. Because it's like haste, but then you can be like, no, I'm going to do something else. Yeah, you guys are crushing the race. Alright. So, speaking of crushing, this thing is going to slam. I wonder if it's going to slam. Yeah, it's going to slam right into Scourge. What is your flat foot, Scourge? Well, that was terrible.
Flat-footed 16. Well, no, I don't have a shield ready while I'm doing this. I'm sure. I don't think
you
I
have
can
to use
steer
your
the
hands to
ship.
drive the wheel.
Yeah, I don't think I can steer it. So 2 less.
It hits you for 10 points of damage. So just out of nowhere, something like clubs you on the back of the head. You're like, oh.
Stop that.
I feel like for the show, we like get the skeletal outline. It's like really obvious where the invisible stalker is, but everyone's like, huh? Where is it? It's like watching that Japanese theater. What is it called? Kabuki? Is that what it's called? Yeah, where people like dress like ninjas and walk around, and you're like, oh, because they're dressed in black, they're just part of the scene, right? Not that I've stolen certain Kabuki aspects and literally have a stockpile of 6 black shirts so that I can wear black every time I'm GMing. Oh.
Or you could wear green and disappear into your screen.
You know, because I have a green headset now, when I do use a green scene, it's like my ears are just wheels of black. It's so, because it literally just shows like the headset
black
part.
Of the headset, yeah.
So I got like the Princess Leia going on because of my hair color. It's so weird. All right, Maelstrom,
Nice.
you're up.
Okay, about where is the... Oh, right there.
Yeah, right there.
Okay, so if I place the glitter dust right there, I can
Yeah, you
outline
can
them.
hit it without hitting anybody else.
You see me blood magic as I drain the
Didn't
beast
you already
blood.
blood magic?
Oh, that's once a day.
Yep.
Okay,
Oh.
I'll give you that.
I think you try to use blood magic and it just fails. You're like, yeah.
I'm like, it's like that's not supposed to work. Oh well.
You just hear
glitter
whispers
dust.
coming from your mask with that same voice you heard from before. That's like, you are not prepared yet. Mastery must be earned.
I'm earning it today. Glitter dust. We'll save 17.
Oh!
But he
monster
still
save.
glittered.
Okay,
Yeah.
not blind.
He is now enshaded by your glitter dust. Alright, Marcus, you can see the outline of this giant, like, it's literally just the glitter dust. It's like floating in this weird, like, maelstrom.
As soon as it gets outlined and I know where it's at, I immediately just whip around and lightning bolt straight at it.
Okay, alright. I want to say first, real quick, would you like to make a knowledge planes checks?
This knowledge place. Let's try this out.
Yeah, it is technically an air elemental. And it has elemental traits. So I think it's immune to lightning. Although it doesn't actually say lightning immunity. I guess that will work. Alright, let's do it. So, reflex, what is your spell DC?
That is for third
Totally gonna hit
level 18.
Yeah, you definitely hit. What does your lightning look like?
Green.
Green flame.
With the lightning, basically, it looks kind of... Let's see, how do I want it? Basically, it looks like kind of an eldritch orangish, almost.
I always go with the Emperor, just like Black Force Lightning. Yeah, die, son of Skywalker!
I wanted to go with that, but that just seemed a little too cheap and cheesy.
Alright, so you go with like this orange lightning. Yeah. How do you cast it? I mean, does it come from a staff? Does it come from a ring? Do you just put your hand out and lightning?
Yeah, just underhand, palm out, straight out of the palm.
Alright. Roll your damage. So what happens is, the lightning gets closer and closer to the elemental, and time keeps slowing down, and we see the lightning like hit a piece of glitter dust that's floating through the air, and then it starts branching out to all of the other pieces of glitter dust. And so behind Scourge, there's like this enormous orange flashing monster that's suddenly standing there like, rah! And then it disappears again. Alright, Scourge. As I said, you must take a move action if you want to keep the ship steady.
All right.
Unless you want Gozer to take the wheel. Wow, no one. I thought, you know what? That could have been a glasses moment. Been like, unless you want Gozer to take the wheel, but no one. Come on, guys. Just
No.
holy shit.
I will.
Not that easy to write these sometimes. Okay.
Yeah, really. So if I take a move action to draw my weapon, I'm not going to have a move action to drive the ship. So.
Well, yes, you will, because you can turn the standard action into a move action. So I mean, that would be your whole turn. Pull your weapons out.
Right.
Ship.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
I won't. That's all I'll be able to do. So
right.
I will just punch it with the.
Chewie. Punch it, Chewie.
Yeah, punch it.
Another
Whatever.
Star Wars reference.
I get it.
And it's just a single.
You think that's bad? Wait until Cheliak shows up in a later book and I start using the word Imperial Entanglements over and over again. Admiral Scourge, we're going to need to avoid Imperial Entanglements.
Oh, really?
Wow, yeah, you totally miss. Yeah,
wow.
So you turn around, whoom, and you just, the thing literally just stands still and you're just like, rah, ah, ah.
No, it's more like, like one hand. Step off.
I really feel there should be some Johnny Depp, like, driving the ship with, like, he's looking behind him, driving it with his foot in, like, a ballerina stance where he's got, like, one foot on the wheel and, like, one foot on the ground, and he's, like, fighting with his axe and shield. Like, ah! 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 All right.
Like, son of a gun.
We're back to Alaris.
My goodness. What are you doing, Master Scourge?
There's some kind
of... I don't see it, so that's
you do because it's glitter dusted, so you can definitely.
Oh,
see
it's
it.
okay.
Yeah, it's been glitter dusted.
Do you have lifelink on Scourge?
I do.
Okay.
Lifelink and Shield Other last like 8 hours.
Oh, then you're gonna take a bunch of damage.
Don't see it, so Scourge just looks like a crazy person.
How much damage do I take?
What did Scourge take?
I took 10, so...
So you actually take 10, Alaris, because you would take 5, and then you drain another 5.
Alright. So, alright then.
5.
So, no,
Scourge,
you take
you're back to
0
full.
now. Yeah. I will cast...
Spiritual Ally. And then sit back and smoke a bowl all day.
Energy body. So I got like this pure light emanating from myself, like, nice. And then I will use a move action to cure myself.
Have we mentioned how much I hate Spiritual Ally?
So I cure myself not only full, but I actually get some temporary health points. Plus,
So you have that ability.
yeah.
It's overflowing in me.
All right, what is your AC there, Master Scourge? Sorry, Admiral. Oh. Okay, you're still Commodore.
Still Commodore.
Still Commodore for now.
My AC is a whopping 17.
Oh, well, then you definitely need both of those. So it's 4d6 plus 8. You take 21 points of damage, which is going to be reduced to 10, and 11 for Alaris. All right, Maelstrom. You see this thing definitely beating down on Scourge from behind, just trying to slam into him. While it's happening, the wormwood is catching up, but it's a lot slower than it would be if Scourge hadn't taken the wheel.
Okay, you see me. I take the favor to get the +2 to attack and AC. And I'm going to hit this creature with a Scorching Ray. I don't think I have cover because I'm above, but I'm shooting the melee, right?
Yes.
Okay, that'll be a +7 to hit. First Scorching Ray, natural 20. Doesn't matter because it's an elemental.
Yes. Oh, that's right. It's an elemental, so it can't be critical.
Yeah. Another one. At least both of them hit. That's all that matters.
All right. You roll 8d6 fire damage.
Okay. Do I know that's immune to fire any way or not really?
Yeah, you made the check earlier. It's not immune to fire.
Okay. I add 1 to it because it's my school.
Okay.
Why not?
I didn't know you were fire schooled.
I'm a school evocation, so I had half my level.
Oh, you
even
add
though
one
it's,
to evocation spells.
yeah, it's like 1.
You'd actually add 2 because it's 2 separate damages.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You see
You would
me
add
like
1 to each beam.
you see me like jump off and feather fall down. It's like I'm coming, Captain.
So you are casting Featherfall then?
No, I have the ring of feather fall. Remember?
Ah, okay. All right.
If I run up the stairs, I guess.
Before you do that, I want to warn you. Remember the ship's moving like 300 feet around?
Oh yeah.
So you would literally start falling, and the ship would be like, shoot, and you would just be like, hey.
I'll tell you over whisper. I'd rather you stay up there on the lookout. I'm fine.
I'm like, aye, aye, Captain. I'll have support down there.
Yes, but wouldn't inertia continue to carry him forward along with the ship for a certain amount of time?
It would, but
Pathfinder doesn't have the math to do that.
What if I grab a rope while going down? Like,
I believe technically when you feather fall, you drop 60 feet at the end of the round.
But if I hold onto a rope,
That is correct.
Like, but the captain.
Yeah, if you held onto a rope, yes, that would work. You would rope burn yourself, but sure.
I'll walk it off. But he told me to stay up here, so I had to take orders.
You literally like, the master of the Gale shows up as an albatross, and a pair of sunglasses fall down onto his eyes, and he goes, "Deal with it." I love that meme. I don't know why. It's just so funny.
Because people whine a lot on the internet. It's like, deal with it.
All right, Marcus, you're up.
Throw another lightning bolt at it.
Let's do it.
Just left hand, right hand.
Oh man, you should be doing the Commander Shepard. Be like, pow, pow. By the way, I say this a lot, and someone asked me what the Commander Shepard is. Watch in any Mass Effect. He always does this thing where he brings his hand up and then goes, that. He just points to people like this all the time. He's like, the thumb isn't up, it's sideways. He's like, I'll get back to you. This is my favorite shop on the Citadel all the time. Commander Shepard hand gesture. BioWare basically has that on lockdown.
Yes, they do.
They do it in Dragon Age, too. All right. I think it dodges for half.
Oh, yeah, it takes half.
So it's only going to take 13.
Man.
All right, Scourge. This mostly dead elemental is literally preparing to like start like ripping your lungs out.
Just remember, Blessing of Fervor is in effect for everyone.
That's why I went.
I posted the link earlier.
I feel like you're trying to tell him something, but
plus 2.
Oh, I could have made an extra made an extra attack.
That's only when you take a full attack action.
Yeah. Okay.
So you can't drive the ship for that round.
I am going to ignore it and try to speed up the ship.
Okay. Make a profession sailor. Remember, you don't have any aids this time around.
Oh, okay. We'll subtract.
You're still good enough. You keep the ship directly on course.
Okay.
All right, Alaris. Scourge is literally like, fuck it, I'm gonna live forever. You got my back, bro.
And I will.
I want to point out how this would look in like any other time setting. Scourge is literally being shanked right now, and just standing there like.
Having a good time.
Doing the Popeye the Sailor Man moment.
Yeah.
I could rage drive the ship.
Nothing can stop me now.
All right, Alaris.
Such a good time.
Get a little boat rage.
Scourge is literally, what do they call it? He's swolling up. He's just like, I can do this.
He got all swolled.
Did you mute yourself?
No, I don't think so. Are you talking to me? Oh, Adam.
No, Adam. We seem to have lost him.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Oh, I did. So I will step here, cast Sanctuary on Master Scourge, and move action to touch myself with some healing action.
Can you Sanctuary somebody else?
Yes, you can.
I think,
we actually went
really?
over that today.
Yeah.
This creature, which is weird because someone did it on one of my creatures against me today
That's
as a
weird
GM.
as hell. Okay.
I was like, what the hell?
I
Wow.
thought it was personal.
So if Scourge wants to stand there and do that all day, he can now literally do that. Very well. You also absorb 5 of Scourge's damage.
how much damage do you have? Because I just...
I took another 10, so I'll go +5.
All right, so I'll take 5 from that. Well, you said I'll take 5 from that, right?
I'm
You
actually
said
only
you took
down.
10?
I took a total of 10, yes.
Okay,
I'm actually
so
only
I took 5
down
from that.
the amount of an enraged house cat, so I think I'm okay.
All right. So I took 5. I took 5 from that 10, and then unless you count that 10
No, it
as
was
part of
you
the whole-
took 10 took 11.
Yeah, that.
Okay,
Yeah,
And then
that
the
was
start of the
split
round,
my,
you took
already.
5.
my bad. So I took 5, and then I healed myself 11 from a move action from my energy body.
Yep.
And so I got 12 more. All right, I'm done.
All right. So, what is the save on your sanctuary?
It's not that great. We'll save 15.
All right, good. It needed an 18, which is good because it had a very good chance of failing. Close to 50-50. And it goes ahead and starts beating Scourge anyway with a +12 on its attacks.
And you get a +1 deflection bonus from Shield Other Scourge.
It hits you once, Scourge.
That gives me an entire 18 AC, so yeah.
All right, Scourge. You take 6 points of damage. Alaris takes 7. Maelstrom, you're up.
Okay, last Scorching Ray. Big money.
Big money.
And I do the favor to add another plus. Miss in a 15?
15 touch is going to hit.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Roll all ones. Oh, you burn it away. And it disappears back into the plane of air from whence it came. Alright, Scourge, you automatically make the last 2 profession sailing checks to give you a speed boost.
Oh yeah. Can I do one quick thing real
yeah.
quick with the scope?
Yes.
On the Wormwood, do I see Cutthroat Grog over there?
You do not, which would make sense either way. She's the quartermaster. Her office is below deck.
But, you know, all people on deck do races and stuff like this.
She's the quartermaster.
I don't know this.
The finish line of the regatta is the tiny island of Combing Point, 25 miles northwest of Cauldron Rock. The first ship to sail past the island is the winner of the regatta. You need 11 points to win. You have 19 of the 22 possible.
Yeah.
Okay,
And how many of those were automatic successes?
Every single
All of them?
one except for... There were 4 that you didn't automatically pass. And one of them was a fail. All right. You cross you cross before the Wormwood. The Master of Gales proclaims you the victors.
Nice.
I think we should queue up We Are the Champions right now.
You should. More importantly, you win 4 points of disrepute, infamy, and plunder as part of your victory.
Oh.
Concluding the adventure, you have now more than ever earned the undying enmity of Captain Barnabas Harrigan. As winners of the Free Captain's Regatta, you receive the regatta's rich prize purse, 8,000 gold pieces. More importantly, you gain a seat on the Pirate Council of the Shackles. The Master of Gales attaches a broken silver-plated manacle to Master Scourge's wrist as a symbol of his honor, representing freedom from constraints of national law and authority, but responsibility for the welfare of the Shackles and its people who he now represents. Finally, the Master of Gales presents you with a deed to your lordship over a small island in the north of the Shackles. But this deed is only a piece of paper. With it comes the responsibility to claim true dominion, exploring it and claiming... exploring it and dealing with any monsters and inhabitants there. Your efforts to claim the Isle. Begin the next book, Skulls and Shackles Adventure Path Part 4, The Island of Empty Eyes. And you might notice on the map here, we've got a nice island of empty eyes for you.
I said, congratulations, Captain.
Nice.
Now 2 of us own the island.
Congratulations, gentlemen.
Excellent.
Time after time.
All right, let me pull up my book 4 notes that I just took now, because there is a bit of a transition between book 3 and 4.
But
which
does
we
the
could
Island
use.
of Empty Eyes have a hill that literally has eyes?
The hills have eyes.
Were you part of that group where we actually adventured at the hills that actually have eyes?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we have a game again this Thursday.
Yep.
I should go bother Virgil. Make sure he's down with it. Okay. Having proved your mettle in the Free Captain's Regatta during Tempest Rising, you return to Port Peril with the rest of the fleet. Tales of your exploits have raced ahead of you like wildfire and spread to every tavern in port, where bards embellish the heroics and those who lost their lives in ships to the eye, earning you free drinks in every establishment. It is revealed partway during the sailing that the Wormwood took to combat with the Pharasmus Price, sinking it and forcing all the remaining crewmen aboard the Buccaneer's bitch.
Fair enough.
As a result, immediately upon hearing this, the Wormwood breaks from the fleet and is chased for a time before eventually outracing everyone. The Master of Gales does not partake in any of the victory revels, but at some point pulls aside Master Scourge and calls upon Admiral Scourge to bring all of his officers with him to discuss his prizes. So, imagine now that we're in probably the Caden Kalian temple. There's a fiddler somewhere in the back that's playing a jaunty tune and dancing on a table. Everybody's getting totally wrecked. There's hundreds of people in here. It's overpacked. There's dancing in the streets, so people are like, yeah, new pirate lord, woo! A perfect excuse to get wasted.
Wasted.
Prepare to get drunk, mofo.
So the Master of Gales asks you to come meet with him. Now, you don't have to take this meeting, of course.
No way I'd miss it.
All right. Okay, do you bring your officers with you? And here's another question. Do you wear your silver, well, I'm going to call it the silver cufflink, but do you wear your silver chain around your hand, emblifying you as a pirate lord?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And I see, unless he said not to, I see no reason not to bring the crew.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. All right. The Master of Gales pulls you to a quiet private room in the temple, explaining, it's called the Island of Empty Eyes, for the queer statues that leer over its shores. Uninhabited and fraught with danger, make no doubt, but not for the pirates of capabilities of yourselves that you cannot handle it. You've landed a seat on the Pirate Council as well, but running a waste doesn't make a sailor a captain or a freebooter a lord. If you truly want to attend the council any time in the near future, you'll need to show the council you can tame the island and make it your own, to claim your seat there. The lords will come calling in the next 3 months to see if you're worthy of the honor that's been bestowed you, and they'll expect to be feted as befits pirate lords of their stature. Provided you look like you know what you're doing, they'll take your oath of loyalty and grant you your seat on the council. If not, well, you wouldn't be the first winner of the regatta who failed to live up to expectations. And then he like sets down like an official looking logbook and says, it should be noted that those who don't live up to expectations tend to not live much beyond those expectations either. Admiral Scourge. Now, it should be noted that my understanding is that you have made alliances with both Aranex and Demian, and even, is this right? Tessa Fairwind was your sponsor during my race? With our own brief history, all 3 of us are disqualified from judging you. 3 neutral lords will be drawn at random, so don't think you're going to get through this easily.
Judging when they come to the island.
3 lords will be sent to judge you.
Okay, yeah. I just want to make sure that I was following.
They'll have to
Okay.
determine whether you've actually conquered the island over the next 3 months and determine your worthiness.
Okay.
Now, when the night's done, when the dawn breaks, you'll be expected to give a speech as the newest admiral. And undoubtedly you will be petitioned by many free captains and other sailors who wish to join your fleet. It should be noted that now is the time to begin thinking about who you want sailing under your banner.
Okay.
Is there any other advice on any subjects that I can offer you? It should be noted, however, that many in the council do not favor what I have to say. But, as I spoke of at the race, I am hunter, and most are prey.
I like that philosophy. I believe we spoke earlier of of alliance, and I still feel as though that would be in both of our best interest.
Undoubtedly, and this is the reason why I've had to pull myself out of